Hope everybody's doing good tonight or today or whenever you might be watching this. Got some Prizm to open again. I went to find some leather and lumber or Bowman Platinum today or some type of blaster, and I did not find them. That's all they had. Is this in like Top Series 1. Got some packages. One which I did open already, but I only saw the top few cards because I was recording and the camera fell over, and then it wasn't recording, and the story of my life. So I have a couple packages, and I have this, which I'm not going to do now. These are Fangoria trading cards from '92. I don't know who made them, but they're put out by the mother company, Starlog. I did a video on Starlog cards a while back, and the Starlog's mostly sci-fi magazine, but these are all horror. So it's 90 cards. I think 10 of them may be related to some Fangoria movie, but let's see. So on the front, yeah. So I'm gonna do these probably Sunday night. It's going to be a long video, probably going to be 3 parts because I'm going to ramble about horror movies. So if you're into that type of stuff, then I hope you check it out. So the ever generous Cody Martin, who's a friend to this channel, and hey, and we have a guest. I don't know if you got an animal, Cody, but he is... I think you may have mentioned you did before, but he really likes your package. So I opened up the first one, but like I said, I only got through the top couple cards. So let me go back to that. There was a... Come on, buddy. He smells the Sabo, Will Sabos, and it gets him all hyped up. There you go. So these are the only cards I went through. Which were... Let me move this up. So, Josh Hamilton for the Rangers. I actually, I showed my girlfriend a little documentary on him last night, and his, terrible story. And I know that his career, what he did with drugs and everything, but man, it is really mostly injuries. That guy just couldn't stay healthy, and it's really too bad because he was a monster with the bat. Carlton Fisk. Carlton Fisk is a guy when I see him in a White Sox uniform, I don't care. It's okay. I still PC Carlton Fisk, White Sox or Red Sox. I absolutely love him. One of my favorite players. I don't hate Flair 91 as much as I used to, and the more I see them, the less I hate them. I don't know why. It does look like pack piss or vitamin P. Pack piss is when Animal Pack was a type of vitamin. It was like 12 you would take or 14, and they would make your pee this color. Nasty. That's what the card looks like, but I'm starting to not hate them as much. Bob Stanley looking kind of goofy. I think this is a Flair glossy. Bob Stanley, I never followed Bob Stanley's career too much. I can't say much about him. He was with the Sox for a long time. Mike Schmidt, this is a 2014 throwback, I think. Just a monster of a player. Ridiculous. And I'm not it's weird, 86 tops I'm not a fan of, except for certain cards and certain colors on the cards, and this is one of them, the red and the black. That's a root beer. It's hot. I don't have any water within reach. So great card. I love Mike Schmidt, and this is where I left off when I opened him. So David Ortiz, this was his retirement. As of recording, this is like the 19th. He has still not been seen, and he's had his 3rd surgery, I believe. And I know from firsthand experience how kind of secondhand experience how bad that can be when dealing with your lower half or your middle section and infections and things like that. I had thought about asking some people I know who work at Boston about it, but I don't want to get, they wouldn't do it anyways, but I don't want them to break HIPAA for me. Marcus Walden, rookie. Don't really know too much about him. There we go. There's somebody I do know. Dustin Pedroia. Fortunately, he's probably done forever, and he won't be in the Hall of Fame, but he will be in the Boston Hall of Fame, and he is beloved around here. Dave Stapleton. Look at that. Look at the hair. You see his stats. I don't know much about him. Belted inside the park, homer versus Twins, 5.382. Clouded single and homer in 6.4. Clouded single. Never heard clouded used like that. Clouded single and homer. It's weird. Am I just really stupid? Probably, but still kind of weird. Chris Sale. I love Chris Sale. Wish his numbers were better this year. Jerry Remy, Rem Dog. Love Jerry Remy. He's a commentator for the Red Sox on NESN for years. Has cancer back and forth, so he's not doing as much. His son is in prison for murder. I was at a double murder, I think. Can't recall. But the last few years have not been very nice for Jerry Remy. Another guy who's just more than almost anybody related to the Red Sox is beloved in the city. Benintendi, Andrew Chicken Tendies with the long hair. I thought he looked cool with the longer hair. And he's just great player. Tell you, I like that type. When I think of baseball, I think of somebody like him. You know, I know there are guys better, but just the solid player. It's like a Benintendi. It's kind of what I thought, like when I think of Andy Van Slyke. Now, I think Benintendi is better than Van Slyke, but I don't know. Something about the way they look and the way they play. David Price did not have a good night tonight. Bruce Hurst, 86 tops. Another one I like with the 86 tops, the Red Sox, the black and the red. Bruce Hurst, what was he at? 4.5 and 85. Not so good, Bruce. Boston B-Boys. Andrew Benintendi kind of looks like a wee me there or something. I don't know. His face looks smushed. Mo Vaughn. There we go. What is this one? Opening day. I've never seen this card. 1998. I was not buying cards at this time. I like it. I like the silver. Kind of hard to read it. You have to look in the right light, but that's kind of typical of cards in the 90s and early 2000s. Hit dog. Here we go. So this is Heritage. We got Eduardo Nunez. Another Nunez. Stephen Wright. Mitch Moreland. Eduardo Rodriguez. Jackie Bradley Jr. Is there a better baseball name than Jackie Bradley Jr.? It's the best baseball name ever. Jackie clears ducks on the pond. Can't beat that price. David Price. Chris Sale. Looking much more badass than he usually looks. Because he usually looks like a big old dork. Mookie Betts. I like that card a lot. There's like a French variation on this too, I think. Or maybe there was a bunch in a set. I'm not too sure. JD Martinez. Chris Davis. I like this card a lot. But JD Martinez definitely is, in both of these, is very Photoshop, very airbrushed. Benintendi's Benediction. That was that catch, that ridiculous catch. David Price again. Price holds all the cards after the World Series win. Batting leaders, Altuve, Martinez, and Mookie Betts. I guess I like Mookie, not because Mookie's a great player. I want him to never leave Boston, but I like him because he's not huge. You know, I can relate to his size more than some other players. Another Mookie Betts. Happy Mookie. Another Jackie Bradley. Nunez. Not a big Eduardo Nunez fan. Don't see him having a long career in Boston. I could be wrong. Pierce. That didn't sound good. Sounded like someone just got hit by a car outside my house. And I hear brakes. Another Mookie. New age performers looking very happy. Also, I like that hippie, that kind of, looks like if you put a Grateful Dead, playing on wherever in San Francisco, 1969, it would fit perfectly in there. David Price, Mr. Fortnite, Rafael Devers, always happy. And a Dave Price. And there is stuff here too I put down. Mike Schmidt, 89 tops, and Mike Schmidt, 88 tops. Mike Schmidt. I don't know if I just said what I thought I said, but I probably did by mistake. This is actually, I don't know, 88 tops too. There's two teams in that set that I really like, the Phillies and the White Sox, because I like the way the colors are on those cards. And this is a great card. It's got to be the green font, but it's a great card. And such a great career on that guy, number 600. So all those cards were excellent. Let me move these over so they don't fall. And again, I cannot thank you enough. And to anybody out there, if I send you something, never feel like you have to send anything back. I have a lot of stuff. I don't mind. I like doing it. And you never have to feel like you need to say anything back. So, got another one from Cody. Don't like that. Oh man. Hold on. Something's sliding out. So we got a nice Carlton Fisk, iconic card. This is 2019. It's a sharp card. It's just a sharp card. That's all I say. Mike Schmidt MVP. This is an 81 Donruss MVP Mike Schmidt. Thank you. This is a great card, man. Clean. Again, another very basic looking set that I love it. Jim Thome, star rookie. Kind of looks like Frankenstein, but a badass Frankenstein who could just kill a ball. Thome was in the 90s. I didn't like the Indians because of the playoff series with the Red Sox. So I really started to get a dislike for them, except for Thome. I think probably the only, maybe Kenny Lofton. I've always liked Kenny Lofton, but Thome's one of those dudes I just really enjoyed. Kurt Schilling with that mustache that he should not have. Kurt Schilling is 9.82 and 88 with the Orioles. 4 games, 15 innings pitched. It's a shame about his video game company. I heard the game was actually pretty good. Dustin Pedroia out of 1962. I don't know what the C is for. I have a bunch of these. I have it, not this, but I have a Chrome. Topps Heritage Chrome. Yeah, maybe. Great card, great player. It's loved around here. Xander. That guy's killing it right now. What is this? What are these cards? I don't know what this. It's 2019. I don't know what these are from. Yeah, I'm not sure what this product is. Doesn't matter because it's Mookie Betts. Sweet Victory. Little Vasquez. Looks like a little baby boy. Benintendi, prancing around Fenway. Brock Holt, I like the way he plays. Chris Sale, Steve Pierce, saying stop, please, let me out of this batter's box. Angel Hernandez probably threw him out for asking for a timeout. Bobby Pointer, and that's a what is this here? 79 tops, Mike Schmidt. Man, that's a nice card, dude. Thank you so much. Man, you're very generous of you. And I know you told me recently that you've only been collecting for a year or so, which means probably got a lot of holes in your collection. So I'm going to build you a monster package of cards that, you know, everybody should have. At least cards from like the 80s that everybody should have. I don't have a lot of stuff from the mid 90s and later. So thank you so much for that package. Like I said, I appreciate it more than you'll know. I'm going to stop the video for a second because I got to get Chris Weaver's package, and I will edit it in. Okay, so this is going to be edited in. A little wonky on my times. The package was a little heavier than usual, so somebody that I know, she wanted to see what was inside because she acted like she was curious what's in it. She wasn't. She just wanted to make sure it wasn't a bomb or something. I don't know. She's paranoid. So it is from the ever generous and ever southern and effervescent Christopher Weaver, who is a very nice guy, very active on all the channels, very low key. It'd be cool if he did some videos. Said some, you don't want to do it because of your twang, your southern twang, but you know, I think people dig that. I do kind of understand it because I try to pronounce my R's when I do this channel, do these videos, excuse me. I get a little self-conscious of it. So, we got a nice letter. Let's read this. Hi Dave, I hope you're well. Thank you very much for the giveaway package you sent to me. It was really great. I like your idea for the free breaks on your channel, so I sent a box to help you with that. I hope you like at least a couple of the cards I sent you. Keep making the great videos you're doing for your channel. Take care, Chris Weaver. So here's the one box of cards that Chris sent me. Oh, back. 1989 tops. Chaos begins. This is perfect because this was something I was going to get for the free breaks. I think it's a good set. It's got some decent cards in it. It's got a error card. I can't remember who. Is it Bob Wall something? I don't recall, but it's got some value. So yeah, I want 6 or 7 boxes before I do the breaks because I want everybody to be able to get in on it, and I don't want it to be, I know I use the word chaotic a lot, or chaos, but I don't want it to be chaotic, and I don't want people to get upset about not getting the spot. So as of this video, we have 92 Stadium Club, 91 Ultra, and 89 tops, thanks to Chris Weaver, who, because he contributed automatically a spot to the break. And we have some cards, which I'm excited about. Right off the bat. So I opened these up to save time and to make sure that it wasn't anthrax. Remember the anthrax guy back in the day? That's crazy that happened, right? Like after September 11th, the anthrax letters, you kind of forgot about them. If I recall, like the guy that they thought was the perp, did he kill himself, or did the guy that actually did it kill himself? I can't remember. But that was crazy. That was crazy to the point where I remember I was working at a car wash at the time in 2001, and I used to go, there's Dunkin' Donuts, a gas station on the side, a liquor store on the other side, and then on the other side of sorry, Dunkin' Donuts, then a gas station. And the Dunkin' Donuts and the gas station, particularly the Dunkin' Donuts, had all the girls in it, so we'd be over there all the time trying to pick up the girls. And there was a dude in there, an older guy who was like really wacky, and he was writing weird letters. I was like, that's the dude who's doing the anthrax attacks for sure, 100%. And it wasn't. Go figure. So let me actually want to do this. I don't want to see what's in the middle, but I know that card was not, the first stack is a little mixed. But so we got Ryan Sandberg, 86 All-Star card. Dig these cards. I've always dig these cards. They were so different than the series or the sets that they were part of that I really liked them. They felt like inserts, like special. Plus, I like the minimalistic design on these. I sent Mud Dog a card I had since I was a little kid, Jose Canseco Action Stars, 88 Action Stars, and it had a similar back to this and a kind of a plainer front. And it's not like a crazy card, but to me, that super plain look has always been really nice. Get these over here. Paul Molitor, 88 All-Star, great card, great player. Another one of those guys. When I think of baseball, I think of Paul Molitor. Or when I see Paul Molitor, I think baseball. Obviously, because he's a baseball player, but more of the kind of an avatar of baseball. Pedro Martinez, my favorite pitcher of all time, and one of my favorite players of all time. 1999 MLB All-Star Game, Midsummer Classic, Kings. I don't know what this is. 2006 Flair. If you haven't seen Pedro Martinez pitching the 99 All-Star Game and making the best hitters in the game pretty much except for Bonds, dudes who are juiced to the gills, making them look like children. You should see it because it's ridiculous. One of maybe the best pitching performances on YouTube, maybe the best. Just as condensed, it's crazy. Got Roger Clemens. Love Roger Clemens. Hated him for a long time. Like him now more, but I have a pretty big Roger Clemens PC. I don't have his rookie. I don't know why I don't have his rookie, but I should get that. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. I don't know. Another Roger Clemens. I think it was 88 Flair that had the stats whether the players played better at night during the day, and I always like these weird, I like the All-Star break stats on the bottom, but like this is a nice series. I don't know how I would describe the design of it, but like a fence, I guess, I don't know, fence post, but it's a great series. Another great series, arguably the best of the junk wax era as far as for me for design. 90 Leaf is a sharp card. I need to get a box of these. They're kind of expensive, right? Because I had Frank Thomas, I think, and some other guys. But this is just a great series, great looking series. And that kid Clemens is, it's just ridiculous. He's one of those, him and Bonds. When I think of the PD guys that aren't in, and I know everybody said it, and you'll hear it from a million people a million times, but Clemens and Bonds are the two guys that stand out as I don't even care that they did PDs because they were just so dominant, so much different than everybody else who did them. Awesome. Grudge match: Manny Ramirez, Roger Clemens. This is when I absolutely despised Roger Clemens. 99 was it the 99 ALCS when I don't think Clemens was even throwing at Manny, but Manny had a fit and went after him. Or is it 99? Yeah, or 98. 99. Oh, 2003. What am I thinking of 99? Man, time is I don't like time. I wish there wasn't time, because my time's all messed up. And time is moving quick. I do not like it. Randy Johnson, 89 rookie. I just opened up a boxies, and I don't know if I got this card, and it doesn't matter because it's one of the best cards of the 80s, and or you could, yeah, it's a fantastic. Everybody should have this in their collection. This is actually in really great shape and centered, almost perfect. This almost looks like a 10. It's maybe a little bit off on the right, but I see nothing wrong with the card other than that. And even that, I don't know if that's wrong or not. That's just a plastic. Yeah, that's a sharp card. Another fantastic. This, every time I look at the card, I think this is the ring from Lord of the Rings. Isildur's Bane, or the One Ring, even with the writing on it. This is the blacked out version. The original has the Marlboro sign, right? Great card. I love Randy Johnson. Chipper Jones rookie, first round draft pick. Poor Chipper Jones, he does not look like he's having a good time. I don't know if the light's going to be good enough in this. Let me move these so we don't see what the next card is. Yeah, he looks hot, he looks sweaty, he looks aggravated. I know I'd be in absolute hell. He's like, what are you doing to me, guys? Great card, great player. I never was a big Chipper Jones guy because he was Atlanta, and I never watched the Braves except for when they were in the playoffs or series. I never really, they were that team in the '90s that were just Braves overload. So I wouldn't really care for them. But it's weird how different it is now. Like, I would never buy a Braves player back in the day. I certainly wouldn't buy a Yankees player. I wouldn't collect Yankees cards. I have them, but I got them kind of as I caught them in the net. I didn't go looking for them. But now I don't care. I have no real animosity towards any team or player. Maybe a couple. I don't know. I don't like, just like everybody else, I don't like Machado. There's some other guys I don't like Dave Winfield. John Smoltz, rookie, sweet card. Can't have it. I have one, but it's crap. All these cards are super sharp. So Tony Gwynn, love Tony Gwynn, 86 tops, or 87 tops, sorry, 86 commemorative set, All-Star game. Man, shocking how fast he can move for such a thick boy. Andrew Benintendi, first Bowman. Don't have this, and that is absolutely awesome. That doesn't even look like Andrew Benintendi. What is this? 2015? 170. Thank you. That is a great card, and I absolutely need it. Again, kind of like in that Molitor. I know for Andy Van Slyke is in that way. Benintendi's just one of those dudes. He's not too small where he's going to be so fast, not too big. He's just looks like baseball to me. If that makes any sense at all. Oh, hell yeah. Don't have this. Rated rookie Wakefield. I love Tim Wakefield. Everybody around my area loves Tim Wakefield. He is up there with David Ortiz with that level of love that only certain people get. And I love knuckleball pitchers. I always have. I think they're the most interesting usually, with the exception of certain like a Maddox or a Pedro. I think knuckleballs guys are very interesting. And Wakefield, even when he played bad, which, with a knuckleballer, you're going to be either unhittable or everybody's going to just kill you. And he never got the hate that other players would have got for having some massive blowouts. And he's huge. He was part of the community around here. He still is, I believe, and he's a musician. I can't remember if he plays guitar. I think he plays guitar. And he you could go to like a club in Boston any given night when he was playing for the Sox and see him playing. So I absolutely love Wakefield. John Japs had sent me rookie, the traded that I did not have. So I did not have this, and this is going in the PC. Well, all these cards are, but you know what I mean. This is great too because I did not have this, and I love this card. I love this series. I love this player. Jeff made his professional debut with the Gulf Coast Red Sox in 1989. 91 Bowman, I think, is a fantastic design. I like the purple and the blue, but these are great. These tiny little gold stamps, these little foil stamps, kind of give it a sense of, I don't know. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but they're nice. I'll say that. Grab these two at the top. Gary Sheffield and Craig Biggio. I needed this card. I have it, but the one I have is really messed up. Gary Sheffield, another one. I don't know if I have this. Gary Sheffield rookie, Craig Biggio rookie. Sheffield should be in the Hall of Fame yesterday. I understand that his defense wasn't that great and he wasn't the nicest guy, but it's ridiculous that he's not in the Hall of Fame. Biggio, it's cool that his son's playing. I don't think it will ever be as good as Biggio. Beckett has some weird Biggio prices that how much higher his cards are compared to other players that you think would be a lot higher. But I'm not sure why. Manny Ramirez Hit Parade. I don't know. 2006 tops. I was not purchasing cards. There's like that gap between like 95, 96 to 2010-ish. I was not buying cards in it. Oops. And then a smaller gap in between there where I was not buying things. Well, I don't know what this is a fantastic looking card. Manny looks like he's calling out somebody in space. I don't know what the hell this is. A couch? Looks like Cherry from Pee Wee Herman and Pee Wee's Players. I don't know what that is. Sick card though. Oh boy, here we go. Looky. Hit Dog, Mr. Mo Vaughn. This is when he was Hit Cat. He was looking a little trim. 1992 Upper Deck Mo Vaughn. 91 Bowman Mo Vaughn. It's a great card. 1991 Upper Deck Star Rookie Mo Vaughn. I wonder what it says underneath that shirt. It'd be cool if it said something really heinous and we discovered a terrible error. And a 91 score rookie prospect. Looking trim there. Look, I want to have the largest Mo Vaughn collection in the universe. And I will. And I don't mean in the United States, in North America, on Earth. I mean in the universe. Because I'm pretty sure that there are beings out there on some distant planet who are collecting Mo Vaughn. In fact, I would be willing to. There are whole planets, whole peoples that worship Mo Vaughn as a god. And don't hold me to it, but I have a feeling the next, 10, 15, 20 years, there may be an intergalactic war over Mo Vaughn cards. It could, just saying, it's a possibility. So now we're on to pile 2. Mr. Boggs, Chicken Man, absolutely insane human being, but I think he's awesome. Growing up, whenever we went to a Red Sox game, we had to sit on the third base line to watch Wade Boggs. That was when you could sit at the third base line for like $15, not $15,000 or whatever the hell it costs now to sit there. It's expensive. He's crazy. Wade Boggs is crazy. Fantastic hitter. Obviously, everybody knows the drinking meme, thinks he can turn invisible. Another Wade Boggs looking like, hey boys, looking like he just came out of Club Leather and Lumber in this picture. Probably with Chet Lemon. I have a friend that looked exactly like Wade Boggs. Not like, I could see the similarities, but if I put a picture of him next to Wade Boggs, it would be hard to tell the difference. There is a picture out there of Wade Boggs with Mr. Perfect hunting in a friend of mine from when he graduated from college, where I don't know if I know now, but if I didn't know the background of the pictures, and I would, Mr. Perfect being one, I may not know who it was because they look so similar. Hopefully he'll do a video with me soon. I'm trying to get people I know who are interesting or have some type of knowledge that other people might find interesting to do videos, but it's tough to get people on camera. But he's got a extremely deep knowledge of Nintendo games, or old video games, but particularly Nintendo games, and I have a really big Nintendo collection, so I thought it would be fun to just go over all the games and he could give some info on it. Oh man, are you kidding me, dude? Are you kidding me? 1983 Topps Wade Boggs rookie. I don't have this. This is unbelievable. I have the 82 Flair. I was given that by my brother for my birthday when I was real. That was an unattainable card around here because it was so expensive. Thank you so much for this card. It is fantastic. It's in really good shape, especially compared to a lot of the cards that I have. Older cards, pre-87 that I have. Man, that is awesome. I can't thank you enough. I love the design on these cards too. That's a great card, man. Thank you. 86 Don Russ. Another great. Yeah, he looks not only like he just came out of Leather and Lumber, but he looks like he owns it in this picture. Mr. San Francisco, Wade Boggs. I don't have a lot of 86 Donruss, but I love the 86 Donruss design. It is very of the day. I don't know, kind of like Memphis. Is that the style? Memphis style, or I can't. I think it's Memphis something, but Memphis School. That's what it was. Kind of like that. If you ever see like a lot of the when you think of the 80s decor and colors and things like that, and if you've ever seen Earth Girls Are Easy, that's like an like if you watch the trailer on YouTube of Earth Girls Are Easy, you'll see Gina Davis's house, and it is kind of like like Memphis School, puked all over the place. And it's kind of, when we think of the 80s aesthetics, that's the heart of it, I think, from what I remember. And it's worth checking out. Look up Memphis School. And there's another guy too who was like really, he died of a heart attack. I think I read that he only like his diet consisted of Coca-Cola and M&Ms. Like he just really didn't take care of himself, and he tried doing like a marathon. He was an artist. He tried to do a telethon or something like that, where they did a bunch of aerobics, and he dropped dead on the way to his car. But he was a painter, and a lot of almost all of his pictures were of women, and it was this kind of heavy pastels on a lot of white. And I'll see if I can, before I upload this video, maybe I'll link these things in the description for anyone who's interested. But he was very huge in the aesthetic of the 80s. I'm sure that somebody out there will correct me on it, any wrong info I have on that. But 86 Don Russ has got that vibe to it. Like that would have been the guy that was doing the Pepsi commercial would have been like, let's make it look like 86 Don Russ. And it would have looked like that. 91 Upper Deck, Wade Boggs. Oh man, sick. Rafael Devers rookie. This is 2018. Sick card. I love Devers. Dude's fantastic. Always smiling. I like people who smile a lot. It makes me feel good. And him, that's why I like Lindor and Devers. Another Devers rookie. Topps Chrome rookie. Man, that's nice. I love Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome update. When does that come out? It's got to be coming out soon. Another odd 100. Man, you weren't playing around, man. You sent me some nice stuff. I won't forget this. This is really, really cool of you. Out of 100, man. I cannot wait to put these in top loaders. It's one of the greatest joys in this for me is to put cards in, search, open packs, and then put them in penny sleeves, which thankfully they already are, and then put them into top loaders. I don't know why. It just is fantastic. Mookie Betts, wonderful Mookie Betts. I hope the man never leaves Boston. If he does, I will hunt him down and I will bring him back. Mr. Ortiz, David Ortiz, sport. I don't know what this is. Sporting News, 2004. One of the few guys who are celebrities that I actually was pretty upset with what's going on with him, and still hasn't been seen. Still in the hospital. Another Ortiz. This is 2004 as well. Yeah. I'd like to get his rookie at some point. That was when I wasn't purchasing cards, so I don't have a lot of David Ortiz stuff in general. I mean, I can't. He is the most beloved athlete in Boston history. I can't think of anybody else. Really can't. Actually, it's in the comments. Let me know where you live, your city, and your team, and who do you think the most beloved player? It doesn't have to be baseball. It could be hockey, basketball, football, polo, golf, bowling, cricket. I don't care. Anything. Who's the most beloved athlete that you guys have where you are? I think it's got to be Ortiz here. And another Ortiz. This is great. Filling my non-existent Ortiz collection. Diamond Producers. He was one of the only guys. Like, I'm one of those guys. I'm sure a lot of you are like this too. When the things start getting hairy, I'll shut it off. I can't watch it, even if it's a regular season game. If it starts getting too close and I start getting nervous, I'm shutting it off, or walking to the other room. Makes playoffs and a hellish experience because I just can't deal with it. But David Ortiz is one of the very few people that when it's hairy, I feel good with him coming up because he just produces. He's so clutch. It's unbelievable. More David Ortiz. Man, I love this stuff. Thank you so much for these. RBI Kings, David Ortiz. 2006 Flair. Flair Ultra. Does Flair making... They don't do any baseball anymore, do they? I'm probably wrong. They probably do. I love this. I don't have this. I have a lot of the throwback cards, but I don't think I have the 84 Topps David Ortiz throwback. I love the 84 design, and I like the throwback cards. They're really nice. We'll forget that 2002 that he played for the Twins. Another David Ortiz. This one card sharp. Top Stars. Ortiz, for the first 6 years in the majors, Ortiz cards were simply commons, but like collectors perked up in 2003 when we joined the Red Sox, had 31 homers by the end of 2004. It's interesting that they are, that first line's kind of interesting. And yeah, I wish I bought them when they were commons. The cool thing about that is there are probably lots of people selling collections on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace that have Ortiz in there. They may not even know it. We got another Ortiz. Fantastic, man. 2006 Topps. It's a sharp card. I like the series. I don't have any 2006 Topps, really. I may have to get some because these are nice looking cards. They look like a barbershop sign or something, but I dig it. Oh boy. Look who it is. Mr. Sabot. He's looking like, get away from me, ball. I would really like to talk to him. I wish he was present on social media, on Twitter or something, so I could kind of, me or other people, we could all tweet at him and bring him into the fold of the, I don't know what you call it, Sabo madness. What do you think he's looking at? He looks like he's looking at something. Think he's staring at the sun? Doesn't affect him if he does, but little known fact actually about Sabo is when he stares at the sun looks away. That's what I heard. That's what somebody told me. That's what some guy at the store told me the other day. I just don't know if it's true. Look about Neil's face. He's like, get me away from this man. I'm sure, just like a lot of your parents, Bobby Bo's parents told him as a kid to stay away from men who wear glasses like that. I don't have this card. I don't remember this card existed. Cannon Arms. Did Sabo have Cannon Arms? I never watched the Reds growing up. Oof. So that's the second card where he looks like he's like, please, ball and dirt and earth, stay away from me. That's a nice card. You'd think they would have got a more. The motion isn't bad. It's the face. Like, hey guys, it's me, Chris. Can I come to your kid's birthday party? Chris Weaver, not Chris Sabo, Chris Weaver, thank you so much for the stuff. These cards are amazing. I love every single one of them. The Wade Boggs rookie is fantastic. I cannot wait to end this so I can go put it in a top holder and put it right next to the 82 Flair. And man, I'm glad you liked the package I sent you. I know it wasn't full of cards, but I wanted to make it more curated for you, I guess, to make it more, varied and interesting. It's not easy to send cards, but it can be, so I wanted to make it, something different. So I was not joking when I said I want a book report on Lord of the Rings by Friday. If not, I will ban you from my channel and send you a box full of coal. Thank you, man. Again, when I say I appreciate it, know that I really, really appreciate it. And now on to the rest of the video. Okay, so Prizm, Panini Prizm again. This movie, Snow Creature, from I think 54, maybe, I don't know, around there. It was one of the first Yeti Abominable Snowman movies that I know of, maybe the first, at least in the United States. And it's okay. It's not that great. It's a typical 50s monster movie. The only interesting thing I can think of is at the end, the end of this takes place in the same place as the end of the movie Them, with the giant ants, both in the shores of Los Angeles. But what's more interesting is the company that made this tape, Sinister Cinema, from Medford, Oregon. They were around in the late 80s, and until now they still exist. That's what's cool about them. Back in the day, they would put out hard to find, out of print horror movies, mostly stuff similar to Snow Creature, stuff from the 50s and 60s. But they still do it. They still make VHS, or they still put out VHS, and they still put out DVDs, and I think that's really cool, because most of these companies are not around anymore. The only one, I know there's more than two, but the only other one I can think of offhand is Gorgon Video, the company. They put out Faces of Death and Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, and I can't remember, there's a movie with the Ku Klux Klan versus the Washington Redskins, or at least the actors in it were the Washington Redskins. I think the movie Sisters and they're still around. They distributed House of the Devil a few years ago by the guy that did VHS. It's a really good throwback to like 70s supernatural horror. Interesting thing about Gorgon is that they had to have essentially not a shell company but a building where they were publicly listed, that no one was at all times because they were afraid of threats after they put out Faces of Death and all the crap they were getting for it. And yeah, I don't know, Sinister Cinema, check it out, they're still around. So let's do this Panini Prizm and let's see how disappointed we can get tonight. It is hot in here. Sorry if the fan is too loud. There's no AC in this room. We don't have central air. I'm wishing, I'm hoping for the best. So we got our bonus pack to put aside. Let's go. So I went to Walmart to get these and had nothing pretty much, and figured we'd go get some shoes, and I was going to buy some monitor speakers at Best Buy. And as we were leaving, going down the road a little bit, I see 3 dogs huffing it down the street. We live on a very busy main road. You might hear the cars going by very fast. And 3 dogs. There was looked like a pit bull, a border collie, and some type of tiny terrier. And behind them was a little girl, probably like 12 years old, booking it down the road crying. And it was obvious that the dogs had escaped and they were going down, they were going to get hit. So I stopped traffic and I almost got the terrier, but it got scared and ran off. I almost got hit again. And luckily the little girl got him or her. And then I started driving down the road and I started passing people on the right, which is foolish, holding down my horn. But I got the traffic to stop on one side, and the girl's mother was flying down the other side, passing everybody on the left. So both sides were stopped, and luckily, way down the road, I got the dogs, which made me happy because I would have been very upset if they were hit. Barria, Austin Meadows, Wilson Ramos, and we got a green twinkly out of 199 of Longoria. Looks like a bracelet my sister would have worn in like 1992. Clayton Kershaw. I like Clayton Kershaw cards a lot. Bryce Wilson. I have not seen this. I don't think I have. I really like, do I have one of these? I might. I really like this card. If I don't, I think I would have remembered Stargazing, the universe behind him. That's very fitting with this Panini set. Very cosmic and shiny. I like Francisco Lindor as a person enough where I might start collecting his cards. And we have Felix Hernandez, red. I don't know what that's out. It's not out of anything, but what the odds are. Yohan Bocata, Taylor Ward, rookie. We got a Bryce Wilson, rookie, and a Wade, not Boggs, Davis. So the Fangoria card should be fun. It's gonna be that's right, there's only a few packs in there. It's gonna be a pretty long break. I mean, not a break video, just because there's so much to talk about on those cards. It's a little tough talking to myself, but it's not something I feel good streaming, because I do want to try out the camera that the majestic Chris Sabo's glasses sent me. I am going to get that Chris Sabo card on Baltic at some point. It is sharp. These cards are bowing really bad. Josh Donaldson, Hunter Renfroe, Pablo Lopez, and we have a Mike Trout Fireworks. It's a pretty nice card. I don't have that going to the Mike Trout collection. You collect cards, boy. You like baseball cards? Kyle Schwarber, Dakota Hudson, Tim Anderson, Mr. Flippy, and Jose Ramirez red parallel. You like cards? I got an Alex Cole rookie card. $45. Only place you can get it is right here at this flea market. You won't find it anywhere cheaper. Rowdy Tellez. Max Scherzer. Love me some Max Scherzer. Chris Davis. Purple People Eater. And a Pedro Martinez. That's perfect. I don't have this, and I love it, and I'm excited. That's my favorite card that I've pulled in Prizm so far. Everyone can use $50. Take off your pants. All right, let me see. That's pretty much it. It's late, and I should stop making videos before I make a fool out of myself. So, tomorrow I'm going to pick up a collection out of state, which has a bunch of good stuff in it, and one of them's items is a giveaway, and it's a pretty key rookie card. And then Sunday I'll do the Fangoria cards for anybody that's interested in that. And that's it. Actually, this video will probably go up tomorrow night, not tonight, because it's late, and my girlfriend will be so mad if she doesn't see what's in Chris Weaver's package, because it had some weight to it. So she's been begging me to open it, and I told her I'm doing it on video, so it's going to be edited in so she can see what's inside. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this, and yeah, thanks. I'll see you next time. I'll talk to you next time. You won't see me. Congrats to Johnny Waldeck.